Assalamu alaikum. I just don't have the words right now to record this video. Today is Friday. Friday is a very important day in the Islamic faith. We go to the mosque, we pray together in congregation, we listen to the sermon of the Imam, and then we come home. Just like Christians go to church on Sunday and Jews go to their synagogue on Saturday, those are the important days in their faith. I woke up with a very good spirit this morning. I had my schedule. I was like, I'm going to do these few chores, take a bath, go to the masjid, do my prayers, listen to the khutbah, and then come home and take care of the evening chores as well. And as I was scrolling down on one of the social media platforms, I saw a video. And the video was, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. The military was digging out the graves of Palestinians in Gaza and taking out their dead bodies. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish by doing that. And that video, it was so graphic. I'm a very strong person. I don't cry very often. Nothing bothers me much. In a way that I don't like to cry in public. And when I was recording this video, I had said to myself that I have to be strong and I'm not going to cry. But I'm having a hard time controlling my emotions, so excuse me for that. And I was just thinking, it doesn't matter what faith you belong to, or if you don't belong to any faith at all, or if you don't even believe in a creator. If you, any culture, any religion, any faith, if you are a human being, and every person that I've met in my life have a very special respect for deceased. We see if there's a funeral going on the road, cars line up behind the funeral van and everybody slows down because they want the funeral to go peacefully. I'm from Pakistan. Over there, when they're taking the dead body to the graveyard to pray their funeral, people who were just sitting at their shops, they close their shops for 5-10 minutes and they just go along with the funeral so they can go and pray for the deceased. We have become so numb as human beings and as a society that for Israel to killing Palestinian Muslims is, I guess, not even bothering anyone. People are living their normal life and nobody cares. But the fact that the deceased, the dead person, the dead people cannot even escape from Israeli military is heartbreaking. It's making me cry. It's making me lose faith in humanity. We in USA think we live in the best country in the world. Today, I feel like we don't. We don't live in the best country in the world. If I'm sitting here crying, my heart is drowning, I am depressed, and I am scared to be Muslim in this country, we live in the worst place in the world. We claim to be superpower. Where's our supreme power? Superpowers have always stood up against oppression. Superpowers have always had the power to hold the hand of those who were oppressors and tell them to stop. It's not going to happen under my watch. I am stronger than you. Where is United States of America, the superpower, who's letting this oppression go so far? Not only that they're sitting there watching, we as Americans and our leaders are providing the weapons to help Israeli military to kill those Palestinians. This does not make us the greatest place in the world to live. This doesn't even make us human beings. And then we have the Muslim world. What can I say? Our deen teaches us to stand up against those who are oppressors. This jihad that we are known for, the jihad is not killing innocent people. Jihad is to stand up at the times like this, when Israeli military is openly killing innocent civilians. It's an open genocide that's taking place. We were quiet. Hospitals were bombed and we were quiet. Children were killed, women were raped, and we were quiet. But now this, dead bodies are being dragged out of their graves and we're gonna stay quiet? Shame on us as Muslims. Half the world is Muslim. You have the power, you have the means, you have the kingdoms, you have the say, but you are going to sit there like a spineless snake and watch all this. Shame on you. Shame on me. I am a woman, a mother, a wife, have no power. This is all I can do, talk about it. But you Muslim leaders out there do have the power. You can pressurize the world and stand up. Maybe it's time that East and West both stand up together and pressurize Israel to stop this genocide that it's causing. This is not the time to differentiate between Muslims and non-Muslims and East and West. It's about humanity. If we don't do this today, we are not even human beings. And my Muslim leaders, if I deviate away from my deen today, and if I tell the world that I no longer want to be a Muslim anymore and I don't believe in God, it's upon you. You better be ready to stand in front of that God and answer for my doing that I'm going to do today, if I do it. Because God is going to question you that day, and that day is coming soon. We don't get to live forever. We die. We believe as Muslims, as Christians, and as Jews that we are going to stand in front of God, and we will be questioned for our deeds. And we're not doing anything. So you will be questioned for me going away from Islam, for me to not have faith in God. And you better have an answer for that day. You better be prepared for that day. I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, I don't know how it's happening in front of our eyes and we're just quiet. A dead person. How is Israel protecting itself against a dead person? I watched these mainstream medias and these very fancy anchors were sitting there and saying Israel has the right to protect itself. Sure, every country has the right to protect itself, but explain this to me just once. How is Israel protecting itself against the dead people? What are those dead bodies doing to them? First of all, how is an oppressor protecting itself against the oppressed one to begin with? But that's a different debate too that we can have later. But right now, tell me, how are they protecting themselves against those dead bodies who can't even move? Wake up, world. Wake up, Muslims. Wake up, human beings, and do something. And then to my Pakistani leaders, I kept them at the last because they're not even worth discussing. I only have one word for you. I am Pakistani. I was always proud of my country. I was proud to be a Muslim. And I always thought to myself, one day, Pakistani leaders will realize what they're doing in their own country and how much it's affecting us as Muslims living in overseas. And they'll see it and they'll fix the problem. But you know what? That's never going to happen. I don't have any faith in you anymore. You're not even worth discussing. But I'm going to say one word to you. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਥੁੱਕ 'ਚ ਡੁੱਬ ਕੇ ਮਰ ਜਾਓ. That's it. Those who don't understand Punjabi, I'm going to translate it for you, but I had to say it in Punjabi because it wouldn't sound as aggressive as if I said it in English. I said to them, you need to drown in your own spit. That's how shameless you people are. And that's for the leader of my own homeland, Pakistan. That's all I have to say. I hope these feelings reach those who care about humanity. You want to kill people? Go ahead, kill them. But the ones who are already dead, leave them alone. I feel suffocated right now. I'm having a hard time breathing. I was gonna go to Jummah prayer today, but then I said to myself, what's the point? For past 2 or 3 months, since October the 7th, I've been going to the masjid, and all I hear the imam deliver the lecture about pray for Palestine, pray for Gaza, genocide is taking place in Gaza, do whatever you can in your power, raise your voices, etc., etc., and we all get out of that mosque, and then we go about living our lives, and nothing has been done. And I said to myself, why go today? It's going to do the same exact thing. Pray for Gaza and raise your voice for Gaza, and that's it. Everybody will come home, eat their nice warm dinner, and nobody would probably even know what's taking place in Gaza to innocent civilians who are being bombed and killed. We have become numb to that. The deafening silence of the world leader is killing us. It's breaking our hearts. But the fact that now we're going to stay quiet at this shameless act of Israeli military, that they are going to dig out the dead bodies and humiliate them, makes me wonder, why do we even exist? Are we even good animals? Forget about good human, or even human, period. We're not even good animals. That's all I have to say. Until next video. Goodbye.